Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Keona, and you are tuned in to episode 7, I believe, of Keona's Kitchen, where I show you all of the plant-based things that I've been making as someone who loves food, but also tries to be as healthy as possible. I know you guys haven't seen me in a while, and that's because if you look at my hands right now, you can see that I'm having some type of reaction. But y'all, this summer, my eczema went super speed crazy and I was really insecure about it. You're gonna see in the upcoming clips that it was not just on my hand, but it was all over my arms and on my face. Like, I looked crazy. So I was really insecure about it. But just looking over the footage, I really loved food that I made. So right now I am making a curry no goat, so like a play on curry goat but with no meat, obviously. So I was like, you know what, I'm still gonna post these clips because I really enjoyed the food. So I hope you guys enjoy watching as well. If you have not subscribed, of course, hit that subscribe button. I'm still on my way to 1,000 subscribers and I would love for you guys to join my journey. So the first step to making this curry no-goat was to make a green seasoning. I had never made green seasoning before, so I just looked up a bunch of recipes and also called my sister just to verify, because she makes it all the time. It's used a lot in Caribbean cooking. I think I said in a previous episode, I am not from the Caribbean, neither is my family, but I did grow up in the Bronx, New York, and tons of Caribbean, tons of Hispanic people, and they use a lot of these things. So there's ginger, there's red bell peppers, there's onions, there's garlic, there's celery, there's cilantro, there's parsley. And yeah, you pretty much blend up all of your ingredients to make a thick green paste, and you can use it to marinate and season things. Also featured in this episode is my lovely boyfriend. I was at his house when I was making this curry no-goat because he is an herbalist, and so he was helping me with my eczema. He's actually the reason why my eczema has completely cleared up now. These clips were from months ago, y'all, like months ago. So yeah, shout out to him. And then he also was helping me just use the blender and stuff because I don't have one of these fancy gadgets in my place. And as you can see, we were kind of struggling a bit because one, I don't know how to use this blender. He does, obviously it's his blender, but he kept telling me to add more water, and I kept telling him it's supposed to be thick, it's supposed to be like a paste. But it did need more water, so that was just me being stubborn. Also, y'all, I have a rule that he cannot be in the kitchen with me. He just happens to be in the kitchen with me this time because I was really down about my skin and stuff. But yeah, I don't need him in the kitchen seeing what I'm doing, seeing my secret ingredients and recipes, and thinking he gonna teach another woman how to cook what I make. And now she's making my food for him. No. So I usually don't have him in the kitchen. He's also never in the kitchen with me because I'm super clumsy and I'm always breaking stuff, and he knows this. So he has been watching me this whole time with this blender and look at me almost breaking it. Oh my gosh. Green. For this recipe, you want to make sure that you purchase green jackfruit, young green jackfruit, and then make sure that you cover it completely with your green seasoning. And I let mine sit overnight to marinate, but I'm sure that you can do maybe just a couple hours and then take it out. And then I got started cooking it the next day. more hearty, I did add sweet potatoes with the young jackfruit, just to make it a really thick curry and really like, home comfort food feeling. But also with all the spices that you use in curry, this was a really anti-inflammatory meal. So you can see like the cumin and the fenugreek, and that's actually really good for skin conditions. So the turmeric as well. Like these are all things that really help when you're having some type of skin issue. So this is kind of like the perfect meal for me to eat while my eczema was on 10. Boyfriend love a good plantain, so we wanted to have plantain on the side. He actually had his curry with some rice as well, but again, because of my skin, I was trying to eat, as anti-inflammatory as possible, so I did not want to have any white rice. So with the plantains, I do double fry them, so they're kind of like tostones. I got that from the Hispanic ladies back on the block, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's the way I like to do my plantains. So you basically just shallow fry them, then take them out before they're done all the way, smash them down. You can use the plantain skins for that, and then refry them until they're nice and golden and crispy. And that's just my favorite way to eat plantains, and I will never stop. This came out so good, y'all, that I don't even have like a up close picture of the food. Like we were so ready to eat. It was me, my boyfriend, and then my boyfriend's friend just happened to be in town. And I was like, if you want some curry, I made some. So he had it as well. They both said that it was really, really good, and I agree. Like this was a 10 out of 10, so I definitely recommend this recipe. This is so weird because y'all here.
What you be doing to me? I'm sitting here watching.
This next recipe is just me making a big ass smoothie bowl. Smoothie bowls have been my go-to this summer because they're just so cool, refreshing, and then they're basically all fruit. So again, for my skin, look at my hand, y'all. It looks so bad. I was so embarrassed. Like I did not even want to be outside. When I tell y'all, I just felt like one big piece of crust. Oh my God. So just shout out to like my boyfriend and like, my family and my friends who just kept telling me like, it's okay. Like things happen. People have eczema. Like you don't look that bad, girl. Cause I really needed their encouragement because I was feeling like a big bowl of crust. Oh my gosh. But yeah, smoothie bowls for the summer are always a go. I was trying to be fancy and like swirl it into each other, but it wasn't working. But yeah, once you have your smoothie base, just go ahead and put your toppings. I like to put bananas, kiwis, strawberries, any fruit I have on hand basically. Chia seeds sometimes if I have them, coconut flakes if I have it, and a little agave or honey, but not too much if you're trying to watch your sugar. Okay, and now for this recipe, we can fast forward to more modern times. You'll see my hands, or like, my hands and my arms in this one are not as beat up and inflamed, and that's because this I filmed just like 2 weeks ago. So like I said, my eczema has now cleared up and I'm feeling a lot better, thank goodness. So I'm back to like filming my recipes and stuff. But yeah, also I just want to say, can we give a shout out to the nails in this video? Because the nails when I was making the curry in the first clips, and like my nails now, this blue set, so cute. These are all press-ons, by the way, but I've just been loving keeping my nails nice and done. I just feel so much more put together, and yeah, it doesn't take much, but it's cute. And for this clip, I'm making Marry Me beans. I've been seeing the Marry Me chicken, the Marry Me beans like everywhere, and I was like, okay, I have to try this. It sounds so good. It's just like a Tuscan inspired recipe. Usually people make it with butter beans or chickpeas, and to me, the consistency of both of those just don't do it for me in like a soupy bean recipe, if that makes sense. So I was like, well, what kind of beans would I want to use? So I was going to either use navy beans or cannellini beans, and so for this recipe I just chose to use cannellini beans. Also, I was surprised at how easy this recipe was to make. Basically, like you guys have seen here, I added my butter, I added my garlic and my shallots. You get that going, and then you want to develop the flavor base. So you add in your crushed red pepper, your paprika, any other spices that you want to put, salt, pepper, all that good stuff. You start mixing it up, and as that's going, you're going to add in your sun-dried tomatoes. And I just want to tell you guys also to play with the heat here. So after I added in the beans, I turned the heat off because you don't want your garlic and shallots and everything that you had in earlier to burn, because this does move pretty quickly. So you can turn the heat off and then turn it back on as you need. I saw a lot of the vegan recipes say that you can use coconut milk or some type of plant milk. I do not recommend that. If you're going to do this recipe, you want to get coconut cream. You want something nice and thick. If not, I would say just wait for a day where you can get some coconut cream, okay? You can find coconut cream at Wegmans, by the way. I found it pretty easily. So you want to use that so that it's nice and creamy. I also added vegan Parmesan and a little bit of just like these other creamy original shreds that I had from Chow Creamery. You add in your basil, you add in your oregano, and baby, you're in heaven, okay? You're in heaven. Once you swirl that all around, let me tell you, this was so good. mine on the side with kale, of course, because why not, and a little bit of rice, and it was so good. I ended up making this again because my boyfriend is a greedy gut, and so he ate the whole pot of first beans, and so I cooked even more, but it was so delicious. Like 100 out of 10. Would highly recommend this. Thank you guys so much for watching, and of course subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff, and I will see you in the next one.